can't sing, but I do like to sing. Hi, guys. Welcome to a brand new show and a brand new year of Sipping Tea with Suzanne. Happy 2025, you all. I am so grateful that we made it. I am so grateful that we are alive and God just be doing his things.
Yes, he does.
Welcome to the show.
Hi, how you doing?
I am good. How are you?
Not too bad. How's your New Year?
My New Year's was good. My New Year, not as good as yours, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Listen, I'm so excited to have you in the studio. I'm going to greet folks a few and then I'll come over. But listen, like I said, welcome to 2025. I have in the studio with me the fabulous Miss Nikkya Jackson from Challenge Yourself Fitness Gym, who is going to be helping us. And I'm praying for myself as I go through this segment. We will not be doing any exercise during the show. Let's just get that. Let's just, I mean, is she be doing any exercise during this show. But
Yep.
listen, thank you for tuning in. As you all know, Sipping Tea with Suzanne is on every Wednesday. Thank you for bearing with us. We moved from 5:30 to 6 o'clock to give folks an opportunity to, get home and get in their little comforted pajamas and, get ready and sit down and sip some tea and watch with us. I'm really, really excited about season 3 because we have some great, great guests lined up. Nikia is my first guest for the new year, so give her a round of applause. And it was intentional because in every industry that I've worked in, January has always been about fitness, right? Like even the stores and everything. And we're going to talk about that and New Year's resolutions as we go there. I personally don't do resolutions because, I saw the best thing that says resolution is just a commitment you make to yourself that you know that nobody's holding you to it, so you don't have to honor it. I'm just saying. Ain't that the truth? So, listen, but thank you all for sticking with me, for riding with me. Appreciate you. For those of you watching on Facebook, for those of you watching on YouTube, thank you all so much. Thank you to our executive producer, Paul Anderson, for making the magic happen week after week. I appreciate each and every one of you. For those of you joining for the first time, thank you. Please get caught up. And for my regular season regulars, like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do appreciate you. Don't forget, you can email me at SuzannePositivelySuzanne.com to recommend guests if you'd like to be on the show, things like that. And if you are looking to be a sponsor of the show to get your name out during every episode, hit me up. But the hour really truly belongs to my guests. And as I mentioned, it's a brand new year. And, every time the year starts, like everybody's always focused on, weight loss or things like that. And I'm going to ask you about this because I think a lot of times when folks say, they want to lose weight, um, they don't really have a goal. It's like a New Year's resolution and it happens. But before we go diving into that, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about you because I mean, before you were this fitness coach, how did you always know that this was something that you were gonna do?
Well, I was always very, very athletic as a child.
Okay.
Played on varsity teams for high school.
Yeah.
Played high school basketball, track.
I mean, I did too, but sure.
But even after that, I never stopped.
Okay.
I never stopped. I always was out at at the park playing.
Mhm.
Always in the gym. I joined the rock climbing gym,
Mhm.
so it just never stopped for me. And at one point, I figured out that wow, like I stayed with this seven,
Mm.
8 years. Um, I feel great
Mm.
every single time I do it.
Mhm.
Um, I'm pretty sure other people would love to feel great.
Yeah.
So I was like, why not take
Yeah.
everything that I've learned and share it with other people?
Mm.
And, hopefully they'll start feeling great too.
No, absolutely. Okay, so I do, well, not the first couple of times, I'm not gonna lie. But you do feel great, but I think it's getting the motivation to start. Like for me, the hardest part is to start because once you're in it, you're doing it and like you feel great, you start to see results, things like that. But it's just like, what is that thing that you think holds us back from just making that
So
first step?
the first thing I like to say is motivation gets you there.
Okay.
Motivation will, that day,
Yeah.
it's something I want to do it. Most people go do it when you feel really motivated, time you get up and do it. But then once you've scratched that motivation, already done it,
Mm-hmm.
what's the urge for you to do it the next day?
Mm.
Right? There really isn't any motivation
Yeah.
behind it. So it's really discipline.
Mm.
Motivation will get you there. Discipline will keep you there. Right? You have to start doing things intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
Um, And with that discipline, being intentional
Mm-hmm.
about it, you'll stick with it. It becomes a lifestyle.
Okay, no, I appreciate that. You're correct. I mean, Denzel Washington said something simple, similar, in regards to, you're right. Like, you get motivated, like gung ho, rah rah rah, let's do this. But then after like the initial, you're like, oh, okay. But you have to have that, dedication and that focus and that commitment to really stick to it. So right about now, I'm assuming like everybody's talking to you about like, oh yeah, I want to lose weight, let's go to the gym and all that. Like, everybody wants to have a hot girl summer,
Of course.
and but like the first 2 weeks of January, it's always insane. And then the third week, people start to taper off and things like that. So for someone who is setting a goal for,
Yep.
losing weight or whatever, stay fit and whatever, how do you encourage them to say, like, to make it more about commitment and dedication versus motivation?
Okay. So most people, their main thing is time.
Mm,
In the beginning, you can make the time because, like you said, you're motivated. Then after a while, life starts to set in, right? Um, Fitness isn't about just something you do. It is a lifestyle. So if
mm-hmm,
you do it, it's gonna become something that you do every day. Where it's like if you don't do it, you kind of
mm-hmm,
feel kind of weird.
mm-hmm,
So like those first 2 weeks, like you said, you're motivated. You get that motivation. You're there. A lot of other people are there.
yeah,
After that, you go back the third week. You're like, well, wow,
mm,
not that many people are there.
yeah,
And you're like, oh, well, I'm tired.
yeah,
I'm tired today. Then
mm,
tired today becomes an I'm tired for the next 3 days.
yeah,
And then you just don't make yourself, you don't never make yourself back there.
mm-hmm,
And a big part of it, I believe, is because you go there without a plan.
mm,
And losing weight is not the plan.
mm-hmm.
Because most people think you're going to get in the gym, work out for 2 weeks, and lose 20 pounds.
Yeah, girl.
I wish. Don't we all? Would love that magic pill.
Yes. Yeah.
But so that's the other thing that starts to wear off. People start to, oh, I've been at this for 2 weeks. I
Mm.
don't see any results.
Mm-hmm.
I've been at this for 3 weeks. I don't see any results. Even sometimes you'll be at it for a month. I don't see any results. Well, I don't see any results. Why keep going, right?
Mm.
As humans, we do things, we want a result,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
Like you do it, you want a result. So if you keep doing it and you don't see that result,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, this it's not for me, and you normally just give up.
Okay.
But the thing is you got to understand sometimes it's not you who sees the result.
Mm.
Other people will be like, oh, wow, you're
Yeah.
doing something different.
Yeah.
You're doing something different. What is it? Well, but you as yourself, you're not going to see it because you
Mm-hmm.
want to lose that 20 pounds.
Yeah.
That's what you want gone. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a process. I say just stick with it,
Mm-hmm.
slow and steady. What do they say? Slow and steady. The hare won the race. I mean, the turtle wins the race.
Yeah.
Being fast, trying to get results isn't going to get you anywhere. And again,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, it's a lifestyle. So you little by little, you implement it and you make it become something that you want to do for you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would say how I do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in the gym every single day
Okay.
because I got regular life. You got plans, you got work, you got whatever else that you have to do.
Life be life.
Life is life. But I do make a dedication that I will say that I'm in the gym at least 4 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying I'm in the I'm not saying, oh, my set schedule is Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of impossible. Things
Mm.
happen, plans
Yeah.
happen. You got to do things, but the thing that I do make to myself, the little discipline or the promise I make to myself is I'm going to make it to the gym at least 4 times this
Mm-hmm.
week.
Mm-hmm.
And you could start off small. I'm going to make it to the gym at least twice this week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make it to the gym at least once this week.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes you don't even have to go to the gym. You can start at home.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do 5 push-ups every time I wake up, every day when I wake up, right? I'm going to do 5 sit-ups every single day when I wake up. Just think about it. That's 5 more than you did yesterday, right?
Touche. Touche. Yes.
Right? We'd be like Kobe, 1% better every day.
Sure. Yes. Absolutely. I'm trying. I'm gonna get fit. Listen, last year I joined a run club, so
Yes, yes.
and that was a lot for me.
First step though,
Like,
let's think about
so.
it. From when you started the run club till you ran the canal.
Oh, I almost died at the end of that race. FY.
But you finished.
I did finish.
And then how many people can you ask? Did you run a 5K?
I did run a 5K last year, so I was proud of that. I'm definitely hoping to do more than one this year.
See?
It's cold. I ain't running in the winter,
Oh,
okay. So you always like fitness, but how did you parlay that into a business though? How did you make that connect from, all right, I love fitness, I enjoy it, let me start a business?
so again, doing it little by little on my own. Other people being with me.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start with my husband, for example.
Yeah.
Um, we started training for his job that he was going for, and he needed a certain type of training. So I started with him.
Mm-hmm.
Then a few friends joined in, and I started training them. And then I was like, huh, well, I must have something.
Yeah.
Something's going on here.
Okay.
People are understanding, like what I'm doing. It's helping.
Yeah.
It was my husband was able to be physically fit
Mm.
for the job that he went for, and my friends, they went from, oh, I don't know if I should say, but from
You're not calling names. It's all right.
they lost about 50, 60 pounds working out with me, and that was within a year. Like I said, nothing's gonna happen
Yeah.
overnight, but a
Yeah.
year being consistent, doing it 3, 4 times a day. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, 3, 4 times a week,
Mm-hmm.
and dedicating something for yourself,
Yeah.
self love.
No, for real. I mean, you look good, so I'm certainly know that it's a great thing. But like, how? Like, were your friends mad at you? Because like, I have a feeling like
Yes.
I'd be mad at you.
Every once in a while. I'm no drill sergeant unless that's what you need. Some people need to
I
be.
would.
Some people are like, listen, what are you doing? Let's go, let's
I
go, let's go. But
like
then
yeah,
there's others,
yeah.
work out with them. If you work out with me or as a beginner, I even do the workouts with you. That way we
Okay.
don't feel alone. We're working together, and working towards a goal together. Um, you won't hate me that day, but you'll hate me maybe the next day. How your body's feeling. But if you're sore, it's progress.
I know. Oh, okay. Working on it, people. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. All right. So tell me, what's a typical like for a beginner? What is that like? It looks like for a beginner, like the first couple of weeks
All
of
right.
training.
So for a beginner, typically what would happen was I'll come, we'll have look at an assessment.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know what you're capable of, what you're not capable of. We talk about, how much walking you do maybe a day, and how much of your life is actually sedentary, as far as maybe work or whatever might require you to sit behind a desk. It is what it is. Um, then after that, we go into a few different types of workouts. That's again just testing your limits, and then from there, I would come up with a personal type of workout just that would fit your needs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then from there, we work on them,
Mm-hmm.
and I would tell people two times a week,
Yeah.
2 times a week. Um, my main thing is for people, if you think about it, every morning, every afternoon, every night, whatever it is, every day someone makes a commitment to something,
Mm-hmm.
especially us as adults.
Absolutely.
We are committed
Mm.
mainly to that 9 to 5, 7 to 3, whatever's paying your bills, right? You wake up every day, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, to make sure you're there on time. And
Absolutely.
you're there on time for who? It's not for yourself. You're there on
Mm-hmm.
time for that job. Yes, you want the money, but it's for the job.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at it like every day, at least twice a week, you can
Mm-hmm.
set some time aside for you.
Mm-hmm.
Make that appointment for you. Show up for you. And it may not be in the form of green
Mm-hmm.
health or wealth, but it's definitely health is wealth.
No, absolutely. No, I think it's important. I think, my best friend made a decision a couple years ago and she's committed. She does a couple times a week. She looks amazing. I love that for her. And I'm like, you go, girl. But I'm joking, but like I really do have a hard time, doing exercise and things like that. But no, you're right. Like I think every day we do make a decision. Like we have to do, like we eat every day, right? We brush our teeth, we shower, I hope. Things and a couple times a week, so we do facials, we get manicures, we get our hair done, like, so this is something that's important, and not only because you want to look physically good, but it's good for your health.
Yes, good
Like
for your health.
it's important because like I noticed, when I was a certain weight, it was easier to climb the stairs. Like when I got to a certain weight, it's harder to climb the stairs. I'm like breathing hard, I'm like, Lord. So
Yep.
those are things that I would want to work on, like to building endurance and
Simple
things like that.
cardiovascular stuff. The big thing is you don't use it, you
Hmm.
lose it. You know, if you're sitting down all the time, most of the time, when you go to stand up and stuff, your hips are gonna hurt, your knees are gonna hurt. Like you said, walking up and down stairs will become tough. And I'm not saying like you need to be in the gym crushing it.
Yeah.
You don't have to become like a Spartan trainer
Yeah.
or any of those, or a competitor, but just enough so that, like you said, when you walk up the stairs, you're not like after 5 steps.
No,
Yeah.
listen. Listen, biology is biology. I remember like when I was 18 and and in my 20s, I was invincible, right?
Yep.
And like when you hear people's like, "Oh my God, when you turn 40, things ache." I was like, "Yeah, okay." And then came 40 and
Something was aching.
I'm walking funny. I'm like, "What happened?" I'm like, "I slept wrong." I was like, "Oh my God, I'm turning to my mother." What? I slept wrong. Like in my 20s, if I walk funny, it's because I was injured.
Hmm.
But like, no, your body changes in your 40s. So you're right. You do have to
Got to keep
do
using it.
this. You do.
Got to keep using it.
You do. You absolutely do. All right. So so how does someone get in touch with you if they want to have you as their personal trainer?
All right. So mainly it's word of mouth most of the time, but I am on Instagram at Challenge Yourself Fitness Gym.
Mm-hmm.
I have a website which is www.challengeyourselffitness.com, and then I'm also on Facebook, and that's Challenge Yourself Fitness.
Mm-hmm.
And that's mainly how I get most of my clients.
Mm-hmm.
I post a lot on Instagram. I post group classes. Right now, actually, I have a group class
Yeah.
Mondays at 6 a.m. and Wednesdays at 7. So right after here, I will be training a class. So
Yes, I know. Like you're like leaving a show and headed straight into training.
yes,
That's some good, like Lord girl.
yes, yes.
But yeah, so group class, like how many people are typically in the group? And
So anywhere from 4 to 8.
mm-hmm.
So pretty small class, not too big. So that way, I definitely can work on development,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of people are going to be new to it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely development. We want to make sure that you're actually doing the exercise right,
Mm-hmm.
so that prevents injury, and it actually works out
Absolutely.
what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, just a small group class. It will be 8 weeks. They're drop-in classes,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not like if you don't start today, it's not like you can't come. You can
Yeah.
just drop-in classes. It's progressive. Um, anyone, it's for any level,
Any level.
any level. Yep.
Thank you. All right, that's lovely. No, 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 that is fantastic. So on your website, does it have prices, or because it's an individual plan that they're different? Like if someone goes on your website, can they have like a general idea of your prices, or each plan is different?
No, so if you go on my website, all the prices and plans are there.
Oh,
I
okay.
do, so I'm mainly private, so it's
Mhm.
one-on-ones or two-on-ones. So I
Mhm.
have one-on-one packages and I have duo packages as well. And then with this new group class that I'm adding,
Mhm.
um, it's limited space, but um, you'll be able to have the pricing on there
Okay.
as well.
All right. So for somebody who works out for fun, what do you do for fun?
All right. So when it comes to working out, I like to do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
I would say I like hiking, but I don't like the bugs, and I don't like the bugs.
Here. I don't like them either.
So like I do go to Mount Wachusett a lot with a few people who like to go out and hike.
Yeah.
I like the street route
Mhm.
trail. That one's pretty nice.
Okay.
But definitely, if you do hike, there's definitely a workout in that. Climbing those hills,
Yeah.
it's definitely different than picking up weights, putting them down, doing things like that.
Okay.
That different terrain. Um,
Like, how long do you hike then? Does hiking let you lose weight or?
yes,
Okay.
definitely. It's walking. It's
Okay.
active walking. It's not just walking like a regular street or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it forces your ankles, your feet,
Mhm.
your body to feel
Yeah.
different. I guess you would say different grounds and different
Okay.
ways of balance.
Okay.
So actually, hiking would be a little bit better than just walking like a regular street, but anything is good.
Like, no, you definitely have to stay in motion, right?
Yes.
Like you
Yep.
have to do something. Like it's important that you're doing something.
Yep.
Um,
So
honestly.
yes.
Yeah.
I also play basketball,
Okay.
um, and I do train with the Leicester Middle School football team.
Mhm.
I'm their strength and condition coach.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad.
That was a gig I got this year,
Oh,
and
okay.
thank you, thank you.
Congratulations.
Hey, small steps, anything happens.
Everything
Yeah,
counts. Everything counts.
and
Yes.
that was definitely a different for me. It was
Mhm.
all young little boys, young little
Okay.
men, and lots of energy,
Yeah.
lots of energy. So yeah, they definitely taught me a lot.
Good.
But other than that, yeah, they just I like to play basketball, stay
Non-physical stuff, girl.
stay active.
Like, do you not do anything like non-physical? Curl up and read a book, or
So I don't read. That is bad, but I listen to podcasts.
it's,
I'm
it's
a
not bad. You're just
podcaster.
not reader. That's
I'm a podcaster.
yeah,
So on my car rides and stuff, definitely listen to
yeah.
podcasts. That's a pastime for the car. Um, when I'm at home, I guess you say for fun, me and my husband we like to play video games, go to
Oh, okay.
arcades.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah,
that's fine. I'm like everything you do is physical. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I love it. That's great. But like, I do like podcasts. So and I do have a podcast. But do you like what true crime or what kind?
So I like to listen to motivational stuff like Trent
Okay.
Sheldon.
Okay.
I gave him a shout out when people go out and listen to him. He's absolutely great.
Yeah, 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 he
Uh,
is. Yeah.
I like to listen to him. Then there's Gabriella. She's one that I do for fitness.
Okay.
Um, who else do I like to listen to? I like to listen to a lot of biographies. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
not read. Listen.
Yeah, I
So
can't listen. So I listen to podcasts. I because I have a podcast. I'm like I do listen to podcasts. I can't do true crime. I was at a conference. I was speaking at a conference in Arizona, I think 2 years ago, and one of the events at the night was one of the. They had this big podcast that they were there, and they were doing one of their podcasts. It's like a true crime one. Like I like had to leave the room. It was so violent.
yeah.
Like I can't. People love the murder stuff.
Oh no.
I can't. Like, I'm like,
No, nope.
because they talk it like, because these are murders that have happened and like investigated, and they're like going very graphic details about the bodies, and I'm like,
Yeah, no.
I'll pass.
I
Like,
haven't tried any of that.
yeah, no, but no, true crime podcast is a big thing, but yeah, no, I'm good. I'll
Yeah.
pass on that. Like, yeah, okay. I read up a lot of books, but I can't do audiobooks.
Is it because you don't like the voices of? I like to listen to the ones that read their own. So like Michelle Obama, she read her own
Okay.
book. Obama read his own book. Viola Davis, she read her own book. Like those things.
I am a read. I love to read. I like the pages. I like to touch the book. I like to turn the pages. I like to smell the pages of the book. Like I like to curl up and hold it. Like it's not the same just laying there and
Listening.
listening. Like I would listen to Viola Davis, but I read hers. Like I read hers and I
Yeah.
read Michelle's. But no, I can't listen to it. Like it
I don't know. I think because they always have to be moving.
exactly, and I think that's with you. Like, yeah, like I think because you're active, but like I am good. People don't even believe it sometimes, but I'm okay with being like still. Like I'm okay. I mean, I'll be in a gown, but I also be still.
No. I don't like being still. If I walk into a room and it's silent for more than like 2 to 5 seconds, I'm like, okay, what's going on? Like
Okay.
we need
Do you
action,
meditate?
movement. No, I don't meditate. I can't turn it off.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
try
what
to
I'm saying.
figure it
I don't
out.
think you could.
Yeah, I can't turn it off. I listen. I don't knock it.
No,
If
not
that's
at
a way
all.
of connecting,
Absolutely.
for that spiritual stuff, but I just can't shut it off. And
Yeah.
I've talked to so many people. They're like, oh, you can try. Can't.
Yeah.
Listen, to sound bowls for music and nope, I can't turn it off. It's just can't do
It's okay. I
it.
think everybody does what they do. Everybody does what they do. Like, I mean, I don't meditate. I mean, honestly, and it's not even like just spiritual, like just anything. Like, I don't meditate. But I genuinely cannot listen to audiobooks. Like, it drives me nuts. It's like I have to read it myself. Like, I have to touch it. I have to feel it. It took me years to use a Kindle, because I felt like it was taken away from the joy of reading. But
You could fake flip the page.
I know, right? Goes to bed early.
Oh,
So,
so no light.
and I'm like sneaking reading with the light on. He's like, why is the light on? So I, he gave me a Kindle like 1 year, and I was like, took me a few, but then I started to read it. So I kind of like it now. But,
Oh, see?
but yeah, no, I won't. Audiobooks. But at least you're listening.
Yes.
Yeah.
My new guy now is Myron Golden.
Okay. What is he?
He into stocks
Oh,
and
okay.
investments.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
That's my new year.
To
You know,
learn more about
to
that.
learn more about investments and stuff.
That's important.
Yes.
Yeah, my friend, a few years ago, she did the same thing, and she just started small. Like buying like one share of Apple, because I mean, one share was like $300 and something dollars.
Yep.
So it's not like you could buy 250 shares. I mean, maybe you could.
Would.
I don't know. Business could be really, really good in January.
Yes, in January.
In January business. But listen, once they start, you start. But listen, no, please get in contact, challenge yourself fitness gym. I know that they'll have a good time
Yes.
after the first couple of sessions.
Even at the first session. Even
Listen,
at the first
I
session.
truly am just messing with her. I think that it's important that, health is wealth. I think
Yes.
it's important that we do these things that help us. And for somebody personal who didn't believe it was possible, but I know that after 40, your body changes. And there's certain things that you do have to do to
Yes.
make sure that, like your hip don't hurt, but
Yes.
you sat down wrong.
And you don't want to go to the hospital and patch it. Patch it up
No,
with any pills,
no,
anything like that.
yeah,
Because one pill leads to another.
yeah, no.
Because I hope everybody knows the healthcare system isn't here to cure you, just to just to fix the symptoms.
I mean, hey, it is. It's a $1 billion industry for a reason. I mean, their job is not to get you to stop taking it. Their job is to get you to take it and to continue taking it and to get off one and get on another and things like that. I'm not a pill person. I mean, I do get migraines, and it took me years before I finally even took medication for it because they were so bad. But I do understand that, like, that you start with one, they end with one, and like you just
Yep.
never get off of it. So yeah, they're a necessary evil. That's truly what I believe. Yeah. How is it?
Yeah, good.
Yes, no, I do love that one.
Good.
I do love that one though. I'm always afraid to drink it when I'm wearing white. Just
Look, you seen me?
do not do not spill it because I think it will stain.
Yeah.
Like I do think that it will stain, but yeah, it's very, very red. I'm not telling you which one it is because until I get that endorsement deal, y'all not gonna know that the tea brand that I'm drinking. But ah, 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 ah.
Yeah, yes.
All right. So any big plans for Challenge Yourself Fitness for the new year?
Yes. So actually, this year I want to be able to throw a big DECA event. I am a DECA affiliate, which DECA is nothing more than it's a 10 zone functional fitness challenge for people, anyone from the ages of 10 to 72.
Okay.
And what it is, it's you against time. You do 10 zones, and see if you can if you have the mental fortitude to get through it.
Okay. Is it like American Warrior Ninja? Oh, okay. Something would knock me off a high beam.
No,
Okay.
just so it's functional training. So like
Okay.
I can the 10 zones are the first zone is lunges, rear lunges.
Mhm.
Um, everything's done with a weight. For women, the rear lunges is done with a 33-pound ram,
Mhm.
and then for the men, it's a 55-pound ram.
Mhm.
Then from there, you would move on to the row machine,
Mhm.
and you would row for 500 meters, both men and female, doesn't matter. 500 meters. Then after that, from there, you would go to box jumps
Mm.
or step ups, in other words. It's like, stepping over stairs. Then after that, you go to some sit ups. Then you go to a ski machine. Then after the ski machine, you do farmer's carries.
Mm.
Then after the farmer's carry is the famous Zone 7, which is the air bike. As you can see, it's famous because that one is the one where you really start to feel, why am I doing this? But you push through it. This is
Okay.
where the mental
Like
fortitude
if you're
counts.
at 7, you might as well get through it, right?
You only have 3 more
Yeah.
after that. And then after that, you do over the shoulder with a 40-pound ball for women and 60-pound ball for men. Then you would push and pull a sled that has 160 pounds for 100 meters.
Mhm.
And then the last one is the famous burpees. That one I really don't think has a point to it besides that you're just like, oh my gosh, let's just do it because you know what, we're here and I
Let's
I'm
just do a
back.
burpee.
I'm
Okay. Okay.
back.
Oh wow. I mean, wow. So, I mean, I won't do it. Sounds incredible.
I can get you to do it.
Unless I'm doing it in a gown and tutus, but anyway. Okay, that sounds so good though. Like I would come watch folks do it. Absolutely, because I don't think we've had any. I've never seen anything
No,
like
we
that.
actually we don't have anything like that in Worcester, which is why I'm trying to bring it out here.
Mm-hmm.
You get a finisher T-shirt, a
Yeah.
nice finisher, Deca Strong
Yeah.
finisher, and then you also get a medal,
Mm-hmm.
a nice medal that has you can have two other medallions attached to it, and that means you would just do the Deca Mile and
Mm-hmm.
then the Deca Fit, which
Mm-hmm.
the one I'm doing is just the Deca Strong. That one includes zero running. The
Mm-hmm.
Deca Mile includes all of that, what I was just saying, plus 500 meters of running. So in between every workout, you're gonna do 100 meters of running. That's the Deca Mile, and then the
Mm.
Deca Fit is 500 meters in between every
Okay.
workout. I haven't got there yet, but I'm gonna master the Deca Strong and the Deca Mile this
Okay.
year.
All right. And that's your goal to do it yourself, or you're looking to bring it to Worcester
So I'm
too.
gonna bring it to Worcester as
Mm-hmm.
well, but I also want to place myself. But
Okay.
I definitely want to get it out here for people to come try it in Worcester.
Yeah.
Get moving. Again, like I said, it's 10 zones. It sounds crazy, but really, it's nothing more than what you do every single day. You get up from a seat and sit down in a seat. You walk up and down stairs. You carry gallons of milks and water.
And
You push,
laundry.
yeah. You push and pull maybe a child or a carriage every single day. Um, you may not ride a bike, but the wind bike is riding a bike. Row machine is like
Mm-hmm.
rowing in a rower, and then the ski machine is like skiing. So it focuses on your three forms of transportation. Think
Mm.
about it. When it was cavemen's, they rode bikes, skied, right? In
Okay.
in 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 the water with rafts or whatever they
All
had.
right.
And then your regular functions of training. You're gonna walk, you're gonna stand, you're gonna sit, you're gonna go from the floor and stand up, stuff like that.
Okay.
Just functional training. It just you can't think about it too
Mm-hmm.
much. Just do it.
Okay. All right. So that's your goal for Challenge Yourself Fitness. What about you for personal goals? Because I know you ran the 5K last year
Yep.
with Barbershop Run Club, and hopefully we'll be doing some more. I know Che did the whole New York marathon.
Yeah.
What about you? Any upcoming marathon for you personally, or?
So I'm not huge into running.
Oh, okay.
I can run.
But you're
I'm not
okay.
huge into running.
Okay.
You guys call me like an Avenger in the run club, but I'm nowhere even close to that. I'm an average runner.
Okay. You guys are the front people. Like backup. Who's the backup singers?
I got you.
You guys are. I'll make sure though.
But I'm definitely into competition, so I will attend a lot of Decker Strong competitions
Oh, okay. So
so that I
okay.
can hopefully qualify for the Decker Strong Championship, which is
Mm-hmm.
every December.
And where's that in Mass?
No, that's normally in Florida.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
in Florida. So hoping that I can do that, and I also do Spartans. That's where my running comes in. 3 miles
Okay.
max, the five
What's a
Ks.
Spartan?
So the Spartan is
Is that through the
those
mud
that
thing?
obstacle courses and over barbed wire and yeah, climbing walls and stuff. That's just to see what you have. It's
I
mental
get
fortitude.
it. I get it. I mean, I won't do it, but I get it.
Trust me, I don't like. So this year was my first year. I went through the one in Barry,
Yeah.
and it was raining,
Uh-huh.
and it's on a farm.
It always is. Like, yeah.
And when I say it was raining during the time of my heat. Like my
Oh.
heat was 11 a.m. and it wanted to pour down rain. So straight mud. The first obstacle was just crawl in the mud.
Yeah.
Was not happy. That
Okay.
so it started off bad. The slipping and the sliding, yeah,
Yeah.
and the wanting you to dunk in water, dirty, muddy water. So I didn't have too much fun at that Spartan, but I do love the stadiums, which I did one in Fenway as well last year.
Oh, okay.
So that one's more if you're running in the baseball park. So it's
Okay.
a lot of
Okay.
stairs, like a lot of stairs.
Okay.
But that's fun, mental fortitude.
I listen, girl. I am so proud of you. Like, cause just doing all these things and calling it fun.
Yes,
And
fun.
like you said, fun, like okay, sure.
We're gonna get Suzanne to say it's fun to work out.
Absolutely.
I
I'm trying, but no, I know I should do better. Listen, for those of you watching at home, it's important to exercise, but it's, I don't know if I ever get to the point where I call it fun, but I know it's necessary.
So you know how they say like these the endorphins in your brain
Hmm.
and stuff. So when you work out, that's what ends up happening.
I
You
know.
start letting off these
Yeah.
different endorphins, and then there are times where you're like, "Ooh, I want to." Like I haven't felt this all day. I
No,
need to.
I actually do feel good because I've worked out before that when I didn't really need to work out at the time, right? I was in my 20s, so then I had energy to spare. But like I worked out and I did feel good. But like you said, like one day you're like, I don't have to go, and then like one day turns into 2 days, and then before you know it's 2 weeks, and then it's like 3 months later. And remember Bali's,
Mm-hmm.
like back in the
Yep. Oh, listen, yes. Listen, they try to keep everybody there. They had everything.
yeah,
Pools,
they did.
women rooms, saunas.
And it was nice at the time.
Yes.
But I will say though, and do you recommend this? Because I do find, I mean, I think it's important, like, to do it for yourself. But for me, I find it helps when I do it with somebody else. Because like the run club, I wouldn't have run by myself,
Yes.
but it helped having the run club.
Yes. Humans, we need that camaraderie.
Hmm.
That that you push me, I push you. We help each other out. So um, if you're not super self motivated,
But running, no.
so you probably will. The best thing for you to do is to come with a trainer. But
Yeah.
that's also why I say like I work out with the person, like
Yeah.
so that they don't feel like they're alone and stuff.
Yeah.
And it, it helps. Like I'm like
Hmm.
you're like oh in your mind you're like I'm counting 9, 10. You're like at 10 I'm giving up, and then literally I'm like 11, and then you guess what? You're right there with
Yeah.
me because now
Okay.
you're in that zone. It helps push you
Okay.
forward and stuff. So a
Okay.
lot of people like the partner for that.
Hmm.
But then other people just they don't like anyone
Just want to be in their zone
in their
and do
zone.
their
And
thing.
yep.
So, okay. Okay.
So it literally really just depends on the person.
Yeah.
Yeah, the person.
All right, cool. All right, cool. Well, listen, thank you. First of all, I mean, I saw we were in December. We were at two balls, 2 weekends.
Yes.
Like we were at Carla's and Cal's sneaker ball,
The ball.
Winter Wonderland Gala sneaker
Mm-hmm.
ball. Yes, and then the following week, thank you so much for your support. You were at my Royal Holiday Ball,
Yes.
which was fun, and it's an opportunity to
Definitely.
get dressed up and
Yes.
dance.
Yes. Yes. So it was definitely was fun. I, and again, thank you because all year I didn't get to celebrate myself, and you gave that whole speech about celebrating yourself, and so definitely was one of the things where I was like, you know what, I get to dress up, look all
Oh.
nice, and celebrate me.
I'm so glad. Like, it's funny, when I thought about that and I was saying to myself, I just wanted folks there to, because I thought about all year. I like the drama. I like things, right? And I was thinking about what can I do because I really wanted the guests to feel just welcome and just they're not there for an event to, because a lot of people, like I mentioned at the thing, always ask if I could turn it into
Like
like
a
an
fundraiser.
event and a fundraiser and things like that. And I'm like, there's so many great fundraisers that I go throughout the year and even the previous weekend, please support those. Like, I just want this to be an occasion for folks to just come and dress up and have a good time. And I was thinking of like what to give them, but then it costs
Yep.
because I didn't want anything chintzy.
I understand.
I don't want to give it because it's a dollar store thing. People are going to throw it away. And then when you're like, okay, then if you start spending $10, $20 per person, and then what do you get? Because like you've been to places and you get a glass, but then it's one glass. And then if you're not one fit, like I'm sitting there looking at the glass, and then eventually you throw it away, you put it back in the closet. So whatever. So I thought about it, but then I was just like, so I knew that I wanted to just honor all the folks that were there. And it wasn't about an award. It was just to let you guys know that it's okay to celebrate yourself
Yep.
and the wins that you had throughout the year, your individual wins, your milestone. You're not comparing yourself to anybody else. And we should celebrate the little things
Yep.
and the big things. Like people always wait to like, oh, I'll wait till this to do this. Why?
Yeah.
Life is short. So I'm so glad that
Yeah.
it meant something to
Yeah.
you because
Definitely.
that was the goal.
Yeah. I didn't do any vacations. It was just
Yeah.
just A lot of because the my business is new. This is my
Mm-hmm.
third year being open. So thank you,
Congratulations.
thank you. First year was just trying to get it off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Second year was all about networking, getting out
Mm-hmm.
there, finding out what's out there for me, and then
Yeah.
I'm here now. So last year I wasn't able to go on any vacations, do a
Mm-hmm.
lot of family stuff because it's just a lot of stuff going on out there. And if you want to be successful, you got to get out there.
Yeah, listen, you gotta hustle. And as an entrepreneur, you know that. And I mean, a lot of times we have to have another job because until the business gets off the ground, you're supplementing that,
Yep,
right? With the income that you make from your regular job.
yep,
So oftentimes we don't have the luxury of time.
yep.
Like 2, 3 in the morning. That's me making place cards for the ball because I have a great guy who one day I pray to God I'm going to be able to afford him. Who goes and does the whole thing, but he's several $1,000s.
Yeah. Hey,
you know,
hey, get it. We starting small.
you
We'll get
start
there.
small.
You'll
We'll
get there.
absolutely get there, and I do like the intimacy of the moment and things like that. So it will come. So just to encourage those that are out there that are looking to start a business, what are some of the things that you did personally you thought that helped, elevated your business or pushed your business to the next level?
I will say, I guess my big thing would be support. Just
Mm,
make sure you have a support team behind you.
mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be huge.
Yeah.
My support team, my husband, my mom,
Mm-hmm.
my immediate, sisters and brothers. That's my support team.
Mm-hmm.
Without them, definitely would have gave up many, many times. Many
Mm-hmm.
times, it's not easy. But then also, like I said, just go out there because in the community, there's plenty of people, plenty of programs, plenty of things out there that people are willing to actually help give out actually some free knowledge. Some stuff
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to pay for. I will shout out Eperall. That's one of the cohorts I started in July of this year, and it will go till the July of last year, and we'll go to July of this year. And it definitely helped from the beginning to end. Gave you all all the I guess you'd say all the little nooks, crannies, nuts and bolts that you needed just to start your business. From whether if you were just starting, it was just an idea
Mm,
coming to life, or
mm-hmm.
whether your business has already started, and it
Mm-hmm.
give you enough resources and networking to be able to go out there and actually have a good grasp
Mm-hmm.
on how to start the business
Mm-hmm.
and where to go.
No, absolutely. I'm a fan of fee for all. You know this.
Mm.
I've been a mentor for them for 3 years now. This is my third cohort that I've had a mentee. I actually recently joined their advisory board because I actually see value in what they do and just the information and the knowledge, as you said, that they are able to give the entrepreneurs. And you mentioned it earlier. Networking. Networking is so important. Like you got to get your face out there. Whether you're like, oh, I don't like to meet people. Well, it's pretty hard to kind of have a business without dealing with people, unless you're like IT and you don't need to see anybody. But even then,
Yeah.
people have to know about you.
Yes.
Like people have to know about you. So it's important that you network. And I think the cohorts actually, there's a nice little group that you form, and not everybody will be tight, but I think it's nice to be in a setting where you guys could bounce ideas off each other
Yes.
and just like person makes that mistake and can say like,
Yep.
nah
Yep.
girl, I did that, no mother.
Definitely. Like you said, with our cohort, we actually are pretty close.
Mhm.
We actually have a separate group outside of the group, the one
Mhm.
that they made for us, that we meet up and we talk and we bounce our ideas off of and celebrate our wins
That's
and,
wonderful.
explain to each other like, oh, I tried this or I got this grant, maybe you can go for it, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So like I said, you're not gonna be able to do it all by yourself. You're not gonna have
Mhm.
all the answers. There's just so much out there
Yeah.
and it's so hard to just try to do it on your own. So the best way to think, just get out there and people are willing to help, take it.
No, absolutely. There's a lot out there. And like even for me personally, I mean, I find myself have to say no to things because there's a lot of cohorts, and when it gets offered to you or people tell you about it, I'd suggest you do your research, because I like, what is the value in it for me?
Yep.
Because your time is important.
Yep.
And like for you, E4O was valuable, but I think after you graduate from E4O, there is going to be other opportunities to do different cohorts.
Yes.
What I'll say to you and anyone listening, to do your research, because just because something is available and it looks good, it might not necessarily be for you. And it's not a bad thing, but just remember, you're giving up your time and all of that. And it looks bad when you start something and drop out.
Yes.
So I think it's better to make the decision before. And that's one of the reasons why I do mentor for E4All, because I do see the value. I do see a lot of businesses. You get out of it what you put into it.
Yes.
Because you got to do the
Definitely.
work.
You got to do the work. Just because they show you the way, you gotta walk the path.
Girl, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
That's right. Right.
Like, Lord. But yeah, I know. But I am looking forward to this year a couple of different things that I'm planning on doing for my business. I know you personally, you're saying you're trying to do this thing in Florida, and you're not a runner. I get that, but my goal is to do a couple more 5Ks this year. I think I've mentioned that a few times.
Okay.
Maybe one per quarter. Like,
But not the one that not the one that the Run Club just did.
the one in the cold.
Listen, I hear you. They was out there. I think it was January 1st. It was cold that morning. It was really
It
cold.
was so.
Listen,
I think Jordan had the best reply. He said, "Getting up at like 7 a.m. on New Year's Day should be a criminal act or something like that." I was like, "Thank you." So you didn't do it.
no, no, I don't do cold weather.
Just, I'm not a
No cold
fan
weather
of it.
sports.
Like,
No cold weather sports.
there is another thing. I don't know if it's Sneakerama.
Yes.
Christine Luna from the Chambers had sent it to me. It's like, I think Thursdays at 6 or
Thursday at
something
6.
like that.
I did see that. We can go on one of the warm days. They're offering a sweater. So you get a sweater, stay a little warm,
I don't know, man. Like,
and light.
Ada. Like, we need to run inside. Like, we need to do it. Like, I can't do it. Yeah. I was not. I will not be doing no 5K in the cold. Like,
So when do you feel would be a great time to get back out?
spring.
Spring?
Spring is good for me. No, I'm gonna go back out, because you know what? It was good. I was able to get up and do it, and it was just like, it gave me energy for the rest of the day when I did it. Like on Sunday morning. It's harder during the week because, again, like you said, life is life.
It's life.
There is this, like, you have plans, like they have a meeting and all of these things. But I think definitely spring. I would speak. It's cold. Today is cold.
It's for real.
Like, I am not running.
Yeah. No, frosty out there. Cold lungs. I've tried it.
No.
There's inside. Listen, there's plenty of indoor treadmills.
Thank you.
And stuff like that. I'm there with you.
Like,
I
okay, so see, finally, we agree.
we'll agree on no cold.
Like, no co-running, but yeah, no, more power to them that's out there doing it. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. But if you had to go, so you said you didn't have a vacation. So where do you typically go though when you're on vacation?
So normally when I go on vacation, I go to DR or Mexico, and
I
that's
love both of those places.
I have a timeshare for those. So
Oh, okay, girl.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
So I try to get out there as much as I can.
Yes.
It's really nice. It really is. Just get away for a week.
Yeah.
But I want to let you in on a secret.
What?
I work out
While you're on vacation?
while I'm on vacation. Yes. Yes.
So have you ever heard?
Lifestyle?
Yes.
Lifestyle.
You ever heard
Yeah.
like, there's a thing that says, like the type of friends that, like, you're on vacation and they want to sleep in, and the other one's like, "Oh, let's go for a 5 a.m. run." I am not that friend.
I'll go for the 5 a.m. run, and then we'll
I am not that friend.
go find you after.
Thank you.
Find you
Don't
after.
invite me. Don't call me. Don't wake me.
We are on vacation.
Thank
See,
you.
you sound like my husband. That's what he says. It's vacation.
Thank you.
I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
I winded down from not doing regular work,
Yeah.
but
It's nice. But no, girl. No.
we're gonna get you there.
No. No. The day I see myself vacation in Punta Cana and I am like, oh, there's a gym now. Like, I did do a massage in Punta Cana. Like, I
Yes.
mean,
That's self love.
yeah, but girl, what that woman did, I was in so much pain.
Oh, deep tissue.
It hurts so bad.
I love those.
Yeah, that I thought a massage relaxes you because I don't personally like people touching me.
Oh, okay.
So I have an issue with that. So I was like, I worked up myself. I got let me get the massage. Like I was in a lot of pain. Like she like worked some muscles that I didn't even know
Maybe.
existed.
Yeah.
So that was
But you
it.
didn't feel good after?
I don't know.
She was in the middle. I don't know.
Facts. So I don't know. And then they had the piranha thing that I didn't do, where you put
Were
your
you
foot
feeling it?
and then the fish bite off the dead skin. First of all, how do they know when the skin is not dead? Like how do they know this?
And I don't know. Everyone else's feet was
That is
there.
disgusting.
I'm just saying, everybody else's feet was in
Ew.
there before yours.
Ew.
And I don't know. I think that's just regular water. You can't have chemicals with the fish, right? So just think of. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. This
I don't know how that went there, but we did.
this went in a whole other direction, but that was so gross. I was like, it's like, and you actually have to pay for it.
People, I see people do it all the time.
They do, and if you do it, more power to you. But no, that's a no for me. Like, just it's just I can't. All right, so I think we've established I'm not really into fitness and exercise, but I'm trying to be. And if I'm gonna hang out with you, I will. Hopefully, you'll rub off on me.
Yes, you are who you hang out with. They say.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah,
That's what they
that's what
say.
they say. So
So I mean, hey, again, join the run club. Very proud of that fact. And trying to do like different things.
like you said, you joined that rum club last year.
Mm-hmm.
This year, you made a goal to do more than one
I
5K.
do.
So
Yeah, I plan
it's
to.
progress.
Yeah.
Fitness is it's not a marathon. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not a sprint.
Mm-hmm.
It is a marathon.
Mm-hmm.
You have your whole life to do
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Just all you gotta do is start.
I know.
That's it. And if you don't want to start with a trainer,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, start at home.
Tell me what to start at home because I do want to ease into it.
Yeah. Start at home. You can start with easy stuff like you have a couch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Literally,
Okay.
right? But that's a workout.
Okay.
I have you do it maybe on sitting on a bench,
Yeah, I
but
can do it. I mean, I can
that's
do it.
yeah,
I can
yeah.
do it. I
So
can do it. Like, yeah,
yeah,
I can do it. Yeah.
squats.
Okay.
That was too much work. Too much work.
Dude, I'm not gonna do it on camera. Things popping out.
Squats.
But okay.
Yeah, you have chairs with arms.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Using everyday stuff.
Everyday stuff. It's just
Okay.
getting yourself moving. Um, if you work at on a computer desk,
Mm-hmm.
get the ones that stand up.
Okay.
Just change it, and then every 10-15 minutes, put it back down,
Mm-hmm.
stand back up.
Mm-hmm.
It's a movement. It's versus better than you
Mm-hmm.
just sitting there.
Okay.
Um, I think a lot of people just are
It's a
intimidated.
mindset.
Yes,
It's a mindset.
yes.
Yeah.
It's a and I think they get intimidated at first because a lot of stuff is thrown at you,
Mm-hmm.
especially for all the people who are going to the gym right now and they're
Mm-hmm.
going there. They're seeing people who
Yeah.
never worked out before. They're seeing some professionals in there. They're seeing YouTube videos, all this stuff, and you get there and you're just overwhelmed.
Mm.
So sometimes just start at home.
Mm. Okay.
And if you don't have that self motivation to be
Mm-hmm.
at home and you need a trainer,
Okay. That's where you come in.
that's where I come
Challenge
in.
yourself
Yeah,
fitness.
that's
I
where I
love
come.
it. I love it. And you do have a gym, you do personal workout, you do 2-on-1, 1-on-1. You also do group
Group.
and you create individual plans. And how to like here's your plan. Like do you do 3 months, 6 months, or
So
as long as they
it's everything is on an eight sessions. So you
mm-hmm.
buy 8 session package.
Okay.
So the 8 sessions last for 3 months.
Okay.
So because some people buy it and they do it in a month. That's
Mm-hmm.
8 sessions is two times a week.
Okay.
Some people can come twice one week, once
Mm-hmm.
another week, and now you're into the next month. So
Mm-hmm.
it's spread out so that you'll be
Mm-hmm.
able to use all 8 classes.
Mm-hmm.
And once they're done and you want to re up, just buy
Mm-hmm.
another 8.
Okay. All right. Well, you might see me this year. You never
I'll see
know.
what she. We're going to get her in the
Yes, you're
gym.
gonna get me in, and you're gonna do the 5Ks with me.
Yes.
Look,
Yes.
you'll do the
Yes.
5Ks with
Yes.
you, and I'll cheer for you at your thingamajiggy.
My
Your med,
decas,
yes,
my
your
deca
I'm
events,
like
deca events.
your DECA events, yes, your Ninja Warrior events. I love those. Not to do, but I
To
actually
watch. Yeah.
like, yeah, to watch. I'm like, but okay, yeah.
I've never done a Ninja Warrior,
Hmm.
those obstacles, but
They look fun,
yeah,
but
it's
yeah,
fun.
I mean
Maybe
they
I'll
look.
work my way up to it.
Yeah, no, why not? She might do one.
See?
Just not for the exercise, but just to, it's a mental thing, right? Just to see if I
Just to
could
see if you can.
balance on these things with somebody. And I'd love to knock somebody off. It's like, I think that's
Right
it.
into the water.
Like, that's it. But yeah, no, that looks
Yeah.
like fun. But oh
Yes.
my God, no, listen, I had so much fun chatting with you. I can't believe like just the time fly. But I want to make sure that I gave you an opportunity to say all that you needed to say. You know, we talked where we could find you, the website, you know, we talked about the exercise and then just incorporating simple things in your everyday. Because I mean, fitness is a lifestyle.
Yes.
And
Exactly. Like she said, fitness is a lifestyle. Again, like I said, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It just begins with you starting, that first day, and keep that dedication to yourself.
mm,
Whether you want it to be, a commitment for yourself, a commitment because of, I don't know, maybe your commitment is for your kids, but maybe your commitment is because your doctor said your health is no good and you need to
yeah.
start doing better. Whatever it is, but eventually it will be just become a lifestyle,
Hmm.
and you'll do it without thinking. What I will say is since fitness isn't comfortable, start with making it uncomfortable.
Mm,
So make sure you're doing it on a day where you do work.
hmm.
Don't try to do it on your day off, because on your day off you have a million things to do and then that will get pushed to the side.
Mm,
So try to make it uncomfortable, and when you start making it uncomfortable, you'll find out that you can fit it.
mm,
Maybe you won't watch that one TV show,
mm.
or you won't, read that 2 pages of the book, even though reading is good.
I know.
But yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
knowledge is great, but health is great too. But just understand, people make time for what they want to make time for.
Hmm.
If you want to make time for yourself, this is definitely
Absolutely.
one of the best things for you.
No, absolutely. And, you know, and that was beautifully said. I do want to add, you know, because I think a lot of times we associate a lot of shame with working out. Um, if you mess up, just start over. Like, it's okay. Nobody's keeping track. Well, your trainer is, but nobody's keeping track. Just, it really is about you and feeling better about yourself and living a healthier, better life. So just so you miss it, do it again. That's it.
Yep,
That's it.
yep. No one's there to give you a grade.
It's not a shame.
Literally.
Nothing about shame here. It's all about feeling good and looking good and
Yes.
just having a great time. But I had such a fun time with you. I truly appreciate you coming on and kicking off the new year, our healthy, wealthy new year. How
Yes.
about that?
Yes. Health is wealth in our new year.
Yeah. So 2025, it's all our year. But listen, thank you all so much for tuning in. You're watching Sipping Tea with Suzanne, with Positively Suzanne and the lovely Miss Nikkya Jackson from Challenge Yourself Fitness Gym. Please go to her website, go to her social media. Just, you know, ask questions. I mean, I would say to people, like, there is no wrong question. Just ask the question. If she doesn't have the answer, she'll find the answer for you. And, you know, she does do an assessment and create personalized plans for you, but like let's just make sure that you know you're not allowing anything to hold you back from being who you're meant to be. That's all I'm saying. So do you, boo. Have a good time. Thank you to our executive producer, Paul Anderson. Thank you for our loyal viewers, and until next time, this is Positively Suzanne, and
Nikkya Jackson.
be the best you can be.
Thank you.